Hey, welcome back, Arc Nation. It's great to have you here. We have been taking time over the past few weeks to show you information regarding our coaches and our programs here in the athletic department. And today we have a very special guest, the head basketball coach of the Brush Lady Arcs, Demarris Winters. He's been around with us for many years, and we hope many years to come. He is the architect of a program that is doing nothing but soaring day by day, and we are now a power in the state of Ohio. So first off, Coach, welcome.
Hey Rick, how are
Appreciate
you?
you coming out here
Thanks for having
today.
me. Thanks for
I want to ask you. Yours is a story that is great, and it has a few aspects to it that
mm,
not everybody does get to have. You played basketball for this very same school. And then you graduated, moved on with your career a little bit,
mm.
then started at Richmond Heights High School as a coach of the girls team,
Yep,
had the opportunity to come back. It almost feels like a full circle journey,
absolutely.
you know? And so if you can speak to Arc Nation and myself on how that feels or how that all came to be and how it makes you feel.
Yeah, so it feels great to come back to coach on the same court where I played on for so many years, and we had success with under Coach Alenick back in the day, so long ago. It was so much fun. I'm still still got some good friends off that team. We still talk to this day. They follow us. They follow the girls, follow the boys as well. Follow my son and my daughter when they played. So got some good friends um, in basketball and outside of basketball that I met here, like everyone else does in high school. And I was also able to go to coach at Richmond Heights, where I coached my daughter. That was a blessing as well. And I was able to coach my son AAU from third grade up to like ninth grade, or second grade all the way up to ninth grade. So 7 to 8 years I coached him. So I got to coach my kids and then come back to where I played at. That's a great story. I feel great about it. I don't think too many people get that opportunity, so I'm blessed for that opportunity to do that. And like you said, it came around full circle.
That sounds
Absolutely.
great. And you would take a look at this year. We come out of the chute and we are 1-1, 2-2. Then we're 3-2. Now we should comment on that. That 3-2 also included games against Olmsted Falls, last year's Division I state champ, and it also included Magnificat, who denied us a chance to go to the Final Four last year. So now we put a couple more wins together. We're 5-2 currently.
6.
Oh, 6-2.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm off one.
So,
But here's my question for you. You have always scheduled a rigorous and
yeah.
demanding schedule. Um, what do you think that does for the team, both in the regular season, but then as you get to the postseason as well? That's always been your hallmark. You
Mhm.
play good teams.
Yeah.
So, what's your mentality on that?
So that's a great question. It gets you prepared for the deep run. I always want to play the top teams. I've been playing the top teams forever, even since I've been here, even when I was at Richmond Heights. The competitive nature that it builds in your kids, it's just nothing like it. You can't really simulate it in practice. Can't simulate it with some other teams. Not saying that other teams are not good, but you want to play those powerhouses just to see where you stack up. And unfortunately, we in those three powerhouse games so far. If you would, I think Mags is a very, very good team. Olmsted Falls, like you said, won the state championship last year. We lost by 2 points against Falls, lost in overtime against Magnificat, and both we could have won, and it came down to free throws, right? So we're learning about ourselves in those big games. So we've been practicing more on free throws, and we've been shooting those free throws better. We went out, as you've seen, we went out and played Cathedral, what was it?
Erie Cathedral?
Erie Cathedral, yeah, from PA, and they were in the state championship in PA last year. We played really well in that game, shot free throws very well, and we came away with the win big time. So it lets you know about your team early. We still got some big time matchups coming up with Classic in the Country, the MLK. Here in a couple of weeks, the MLK special. Both of them will be in Columbus. It'll be a back-to-back. I think we have Detroit Country Day here at the Chet Mason Invitational. So we got a lot of teams coming up that's pretty solid as well, and we'll see where we are. Hopefully we can win those games. But to answer your question, that prepares us for a deep run in the tournament.
Okay.
Your girls are not just they're ready because they've seen it before. They played the big games already. It's not like we played a bunch of easy games and we're 22-0, and then we go and then it's like we're deer in the headlights against a very good team in the district finals or the regional finals or whatever that may be. So just to get them prepared.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When we look at the schedule, things are a lot different than when I myself played basketball here. Of course, that was about the 1800s. But no, seriously, we used to play teams if we went out to Menor, that was considered a long road trip, right?
Yeah.
Things have changed in the game where
Right.
you play out of state teams, just like the PA team.
Yeah.
You play teams from different cities, going down to Columbus, going down to Akron, wherever. Is it harder for you to prepare the team for these out of city, out of state teams as opposed to maybe Mayfield or Willoughby South or something?
Another great question. Now, well, so with so much technology that we have now, with Huddle, you can request that someone sends a video, or you can look some things up on YouTube and see what's going on. And then, when you go out of town, and we do a lot of traveling in the summertime as well. So I meet other coaches. So I have rapport with other coaches and say, hey, have you seen this team play before? What should I look for? What's going on with this team? They'll send me some film where I can catch them. Like I said, I can catch it on YouTube. I don't need a big glimpse. My staff and I, especially Charlotte Powell, we kind of break down the film a lot with our team, and with one another at first, and then with our team. She's a very, very good, a good coach that breaks everything down as far as the tape is concerned. So we've been well prepared in each and every one of our games as far as what the other team wants to do. So it's a little tougher, or out of town teams trying to pick stuff up, and I don't have a rapport with PA high schools, or high schools from PA or Michigan that I do here in Ohio. But we can still get it because of the technology. So I just need to see a game or two, and then I can kind of see what you got, see what's going on, and then we can figure it out from there. So,
Okay.
yeah.
You mentioned all the games that you do play in the summer, which give you some great experience. It seems to me like that also helps you with a high school roster and game. You've got players who are here today, gone tomorrow, more are coming in, and it's a constant pipeline, right?
Yeah.
And so, does that summer competition help the girls to gel
Mhm.
and kind of find out who everybody is when you don't know them really well?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It does. So we're trying to see each year is like a fingerprint. You have a different team. Like, we're totally different than we were last year. And I think any good coach can adapt and make adjustments to that. If you're coaching the same way every single year, something is wrong. If you didn't learn anything from mistakes last year, you got different kids this year. Rarely do we come back with the same 12, 13, 14 girls that we had previous. And even if you come back with the same girls, these girls have grown. Should have gotten better. So you kind of coach it a different way. So each and every year, I kind of coach a different way. Like I said, it's a fingerprint to me. This team is totally different. While they're good, and the team last year was good, they're good in different ways.
Sure.
We had a lot of guard play last year, and we got good guard play this year as well. But last year we had Brooklyn and Rihanna. They can both handle the ball. You had Shania who can handle the ball. You had Tatu who can handle the ball. And we went with like 4 guards and 1 big. Now we're kind of going the same, but it's a different. Nyla Mason is different from Brooklyn. A little bigger body, defender, longer defender. So I kind of coach towards that. Tati is more on the wing now. Shania's 1 year in, where she's doing a lot more things as far as helping us coach with the team, and same thing with Tati. She's a little bit more mature, so she's helping us coach. She's turning, she's a leader out there on the court. So I coach them a little bit different now than I did last year, because it's just a different team. But
Okay.
to answer your question, yeah, that summer helped us, and we're always keeping records. So
Yeah.
we're always, hey, we're 20-0 in the summer, we're 28-1, and all these different things. And we lost against this team, and why, and breaking down film, and just that camaraderie and eating pizza when we break down film. So that helps us on those road trips to those colleges, spending the night 2-3 days. We'll have some fun and play some basketball and get better and get closer.
Okay, so as the district is tuning in, as fans are tuning in to find out about this year's edition, again, we're 6-2 to start the year. We still have a good part of the schedule left to play. What do you see? What are the strengths and weaknesses? Who are the leading players? Who are you, the go-to players? You just started mentioning a few, but how do you give a prospectus for the coming year, playing out the rest of the season?
Man, excuse me, this is a really good team, man. Like, I've had some good teams. Last year was a really good team. Um, I don't think we're as deep as we were last year, but we I think we can be a very, 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 very special team because of the additions that we have. And Nyla Mason, I mean, she's come out the gate averaging about 16, 17 points a game. Freshman, Tati stands steady. I mean, she had a big time week this week, where one game she had 34 and 16 boards against the Cathedral Prep team.
News Herald Player of the Week.
News Herald Player of the Week, absolutely, and she deserved it, well deserved. Then she came back again with 23 and 10. Came back again with 21 and 9. I mean, she had a huge week, right? So the sisters are really getting it done. Then you have Shania McDowell-Isaacs, who nobody can stay in front of.
No.
I mean, she's just phenomenal at the point guard position. She can get past anyone, which makes it easier for us. When she gets past someone, they have to help, and she can kick it out to Nyla, kick it out to Tati. She can finish left or right. And the good thing about those three, we call it kind of a three-headed monster. They play D. As well as they play offense, they play defense even better,
Sure.
right? So we believe in defense. It's suffocating. They don't foul much, and you just gotta know how to play to get around either one of those three kids. And then you got Moo. You got Kiara Shields, who we call Moo. Of course, you know.
Yep.
She's really, really coming to her own. A couple colleges have called me about her and said, man, she's really improved. I mean, she's shooting about 50% from three right now. She's knocking down threes. She's taking it to the hole. And of course, she D's up like she's been doing for the last couple of years. So those are four of the starters. Then you got Jakaylin Brown, who's averaging a double-double, 10 and 10. She hurt her foot last week, so she's been out a couple games. She should be back next week. We really need her. She's doing really well on the court. And then rounding off that starting five right now, I think Juliana, and another addition for us.
A brand new addition, yeah.
Brand new from Uruguay, from out of country. I mean, this kid can play. Got three balls. She can shoot the three ball. She's catching up. You know, she's catching up. The game is a little faster over here for her. But she's been at every single workout since the summer. Been at every single practice. She missed one practice because her parents surprised her and took her to a Cavs game on her birthday.
Wow.
That's the only practice that she's missed. She can finish around the bucket. She can rebound. She can pass. A lot of things she can do. She's a very, very good fit for us here at Brush. So you got those. You got the big three. Then you got the other three in Ju, Jakaylin, and Moo. And then you got Samaya Lyles, who comes off the bench. She's our sixth man regardless. I call her our sixth starter. She can play the one or two.
She's tough.
She's tough, very tough and very strong, right? She can back up at point. She can back up at the two guard position. So I'm very blessed, and we're very lucky to have kids that really go hard and they get better each year. IQ gets better each year. They're all tuned in defensively. They don't just want to score. They can score, but they want to take the ball and get some easy buckets. And we just go at it in practice. We're able to go at it in practice every day. We got some kids that came up, kids that's a little bit down the bench that's coming up. We got Nyree Johnson. You got Isis Cook. You got some kids down there that's developing right now. Kyra Finney, Addison Harris, who had a 32-point game on JV the other day, last Monday. She splits, and she's going to be another really, really good guard that I'm very excited about at the point guard position. Like I said, she scored 32 last night, and the other night, Monday night, and she was just playing a good all-around game. Cheyenne Lipscomb was down there. We got Jayana Shaw. We got some kids that are developing, JV kids developing. So I'm so excited about the basketball in the future here, because we also have 13 girls that's going hard on that 8th grade team that's going to come up here, and they're going to be really, really good. And that's a team of 13 or 14 girls. I'm in that building, so in my day job, so I'm close with the parents, close with the coaches, close with the kids, and they're developing at a good pace down there. 7th grade has about 10 or 11 kids, and they're developing. So, and then you also have the travel league, the travel team, 4th through 6th. So I'm excited. I'm watching. I haven't been able to get to that 4th through 6th grade games yet, because we've had games when they had games, but I'm excited about what's going on down there. Definitely excited about the middle school. When you talk about JV and varsity, I'm here. We're developing in the summertime, and we're practicing hard, and we're just building.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, we've talked about the ladies and the team for this year, and I appreciate that. Now let's turn the spotlight more toward you. You have been a player, a coach, an administrator, a father of players. So you've had all these different roles in the game, and the game has been a part of you forever, probably.
Absolutely.
Are there individuals or an individual who has inspired you along that way? Maybe it was a former player, maybe it was a coach, maybe both. Who has inspired you to keep pursuing basketball as you go through your life?
So first I would say my kids, my children. You know, so they with my two kids I played, Demarris Jr. and Deja, they played at a high level, and I've never had to once beg them to go to the gym, beg them to train. They call me and say, hey, let's get in the gym, let's do this, let's do that. I'm blessed for that, because I see sometimes, you know, the kids have the skill, but they don't have that work ethic, right? That's what we try to instill here. I see the Masons have it. with Chet. Chet's after they're done, Chet's working them out on the side, or I might work them out, or whatever it may be. And then the same thing with Shania McDowell, Isaac. All these kids want to work afterwards. Juliana, who we just mentioned from out of country, she wants to work after practice. Kiera Shields wants to work after practice. So, to answer your question, I start off with my kids. You know, they inspire me to just keep on going. My daughter was the one who got me in it. You know, so when she was in 3rd grade, she was playing on the 8th grade team, and I was looking around like, I don't really like what's going on there, so I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and coach and so see if I can figure this thing out. And it's been on ever since. And like I said, I've been able to coach my son as well, so they inspire me. Dave Alenick inspired me, right? He taught me if you're on time, you're late. Be early, work hard, do all these good things, all these little things he used to say that I understand now. Even as I was a point guard when it came to my senior year here, and I was a bigger point guard. I like Penny Hardaway, so I like Penny Hardaway and Jalen Rose. The tall, slender guys, I try to kind of pattern my game after them. And he told me if you want to be a point guard, I was usually a 2 guard because I could shoot pretty well. So he was saying if you want to be a point guard, you got to know what everybody needs to do on the court. So you're going to get in trouble if they mess up. And it made you a good leader, you know? So all those things, that discipline and love, and also Chet, my buddy. So I see him every day now. I coach his daughters, you know. We talk about different things every day. Just like the way he handles himself as an individual, as a professional, as a coach, as a dad, as a husband, you know. So he inspires me to do more as well. So those are the people that kind of inspire me and what's going on in my basketball career.
Well, Coach, you guys are off to a great season, off to a great start again, 6-2, and there's only bright days ahead, I think, for this team. So we really want to thank you for coming out and giving us some insight as to not only the team, but yourself, and
All right.
good luck the rest of the way.
And thank you for your support, and thanks for the support for everyone in South Euclid. Let's go get this championship, the States, baby. Let's do it.